Hi there. My name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon. We're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text. We tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This one is for the narrative lectionary, for the 23rd Sunday after Pentecost, and for Reformation Sunday all together. Recording this on Sunday afternoon. Tomorrow on Monday, I'm driving up to Seattle to see a friend who's going through some health issues, to be vague. But since I believe you're here watching this, you are a praying person, I'm going to ask that you would lift up my friend Doug in prayer and ask for full healing and ask for God to guide doctors and those who are offering care. That would be good. So I wanted to get this posted, and so we're looking at those three Sundays, three different lectionaries that you can read from, but it all has to do with new ways of seeing. And so from the Dollar Tree, I want you to get a mask, or you can use a mask. If you have a mask, if you've got a Halloween costume, but the idea is that you've got something that you've got a mask on, and then the kids will see you that way, and then you can take off the mask and they see you in a new way. They see what's underneath your mask. They see they see who you are. And of course they know who you are, because you can either come out and you can have the mask on, or you can then put the mask on and go, ha! The idea that it's silly that they don't know who you are, but they know who you are. But talking about that God gives us new ways of seeing. Narrative lectionary is dealing with Solomon and the idea that God gives Solomon wisdom, and he has this new way of seeing, and and in that story he's able to say, hey, let's do this, a wise answer to the situation, and he's given a new way of seeing and a new way of acting, and it works. So, second, for Reformation Sunday, that the truth, we know the truth, and the truth will set us free. And out of Romans, this idea that we've been locked into the law, and the whole idea of Reformation Sunday is that we have been given a new way, or reclaiming the old way of seeing, of grace and love and mercy. And so you could either use a mask, and a new way of seeing. You can use handcuffs and the idea that you've been set free. But this idea that we are given a new way of seeing God's mercy and God's grace and God's love. So, and then out of Mark, for the 23rd Sunday, we have the blind man, Bartholomew, if I said that right. If I've got that right, I'm hoping I do. Let's see if I do, because I want to make sure that I'm not, and I'm probably, Bartimaeus, Bartholomew, whatever. Anyway, Bartimaeus. And so, we have the blind man who asks, he calls out to Jesus and says, I want to see. And he is literally given a new way of seeing. And we, as people of God, in the waters of baptism, in communion, in confession and forgiveness, in how we treat one another, we are given a new way of seeing this world and seeing ourselves as loved and redeemed, and seeing our neighbors as loved and redeemed. So all has to do with new ways of seeing. And so I hope that can be springboards for your own thinking. I'm also going to post a link for 2015 Reformation Sunday, and using the same gospel out of Mark for both of those. And it has to do with Christ being the center, and using a top, that when you spin the top, the idea the center keeps us upright, keeps us standing, keeps us moving. So hope these can be a springboard for your own thinking. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week.